Good Saturday morning and welcome to Today in Putnam County. I'm your host, County Executive Randy Porter, the show that's talking about all the great things happening in Putnam County. My goal is to entertain you and keep you informed on all the great things in Putnam County. We've got a great show today for you, as I know we just celebrated Thanksgiving and now we got to start looking at Christmas. Hope you survived all the Thanksgiving turkey. And if you're out today working on your Christmas shopping, I hope you'll take a break and be a part of the show. I got two great guests with me here on the first segment, Mr. Bruce Bailey and Mr. Luke Eldridge with the Cookeville Rescue Mission, one of my favorite charities. Glad to have you both with us this morning.
Thank you. Good to be here.
I know, and as most of our listeners probably do, Christmas is a big time for the Cookeville Rescue Mission and with one of your big fundraisers. So Bruce, you want to give us a little rundown, your Luke one, on how people can join in and help with the bell ring?
And Luke's going to go into details about that, but it is our biggest fundraiser, as you say, for the year, and we need to expand the number of people who join in and volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate so much what people do, but we count on people. We are totally donor driven. We don't have any government funds. We don't have any grants at the moment, but we're working on that. So we rely on these volunteers.
And touch on that just a moment, that to be a nonprofit and to cover all the services that you do for the homeless and folks that are in need, to be totally funded with no government funds, no grant funds or anything, that sounds difficult, is it?
It isn't easy. So it's a constant educating the public about what we do and why we do it. For instance, when I got here, in concert with the board of directors, we closed the thrift store.
Mm-hmm.
And that made a lot of people upset, and I've heard about it every day since. But people need to understand that the thrift store was actually costing us money. It was not making money.
You were losing money.
We were losing money.
Yeah.
A lot of factors in that, but we made some efficiencies at the mission as a result, so we've used that space more effectively, and we're serving a greater number of people because we now have space to do it. So there's a method to our madness, if you will, but we can't afford to give money away, and put it into a hole that's eating away.
Right.
So we've got to be very cautious and good stewards of public monies.
Well, that's great, and I think it speaks good for our community too, that you have that support in the community, that you can raise the funds and not be looking for the avenues. Luke, tell us a little bit about the bell ringing and what you're looking for this year.
Well, we kicked off yesterday, obviously, Black Friday, and we are looking for around about 900 people. It takes a village to do this, and so our goal this year is $150,000.
Wow, that sounds like a big number. Is that compared to past years?
Well, last year we shot for 100,000. We hit 134.
Wow.
And thank you to everybody that helped with that. All the massive community involvement. So we appreciate that. This year, the 150,000 we're looking to do will help into the program that Mr. Bailey is going to talk about here in a minute. But we bell ring for 30 days, and we're busy. We're busy each and every day doing that in about 8 locations. So
30 days of bell ringing in 8 locations. Give me an idea of how many people does that take to pull that on?
It takes over 1,000.
Wow.
It takes over 1,000 people, and that's people within the community just coming out and giving 2 hours of that 30-day period, just 2 hours of their time just to help us out. Now they can give more. We'd love to have them take a full day, but 2 hours is what we really need to cover a shift each and every time.
So your shifts are 2 hours. Mm-hmm. Folks are welcome to do more.
Do more, absolutely.
But I mean, you look at our population in Putnam County. We got somewhere in the neighborhood of guesstimating 78,000 people. Surely, I mean, I think that speaks great numbers for our community, though, too, that you can get 1,000 volunteers that are willing to come out and ring the bells for a great charity, though. So how does it work? How can people sign up?
Well, one thing they can do, they can go on, the best way is to go on our website, CookevilleRescueMission.org, and there's a volunteer tab that they can click on, and that will send them to our Sound of Hope register page, and it shows all the information on there. They'll register, and they'll put all their information in, and then they can go and do their own calendar. They can pick their own dates and everything. A lot easier than what it has been in the past.
Wow, that's great.
And the greatest thing about it is when they register, it will send them an email, and it'll also send them a text. So that way they have it, and that way they have it for themselves and
Yeah.
can put it on their phone. But also, if they for some reason just forget, because it's a busy time of the season.
It is.
So it'll send them a text 30 minutes prior to their time to bell ring to say, hey, you're supposed to be here. So we wanted to do that to help the people because they do so well at helping us.
So if somebody doesn't have internet or is not internet savvy, is there another way?
Yes.
Can they call or do
That was
something?
the other way. They can call, and we can help them do that. And then call our main line. It's 931-528-5819, and that's on our website as well. They can call that and ask for myself, and we'll help them get set up.
Putnam County, let's show them how great we can be this Christmas in helping the Cookeville Rescue Mission. I'm talking to Bruce Bailey and Luke Eldridge of the Cookeville Rescue Mission about the bell ringing fundraiser that they have each year, looking to raise $150,000, need about 1,000 volunteers, but Putnam County is a great county, and I know we can show up and make that happen. Bruce, you were talking about a new program, and I know you're the new executive director, been here a few months now?
Got into town the end of April.
End of April.
Yep.
So we've got you broke in. You're now a Putnam Countyan,
Yes.
and so you've got a new program coming up though that you want to talk about.
So we've been known as a 30-day emergency shelter, and that's great. We want to continue to do that, and we welcome anybody who needs a place to stay as long as we have room. But even if we don't have a place for people to sleep, if we're all filled up, they can come for meals 3 times a day, and other items like clothing. So we do continue to accept donations for clothing for people. But we really want to see life transformation in people. So whether they're coming out of homelessness and or addiction, we want to see their lives changed. And I've been using the word purpose recently, that it's not just about changing your life transformation, but it's about having a purpose. What does God intend for you to do? So as a county executive, you have a purpose.
Right.
And Luke and I have purpose. What do the people who come to us need? So our life transformation program is a 12 to 18 month program. It's based on a program called Genesis. You can look that up on the internet. And it basically takes adverse childhood experiences when people kind of miss that attachment period of their life, and what happens subsequent to that, and how their life goes off track.
Right.
So we want to kind of clear that up for people and help them make good progress forward. It's not just a 30-day shelter.
How can people help other than the bell ringing? What can they do as far as donations or volunteering or whatever? Is there other ways that they can assist you?
One of the things that we need to do is we have the program outline, but we need to fill in the gaps, so to speak. So we're looking for volunteers who have the skills and the talents to come in and teach some classes, any kind of life skills classes, and they can contact the mission, ask for Pastor Ryan Henry, and he will get them connected. Luke is director of our volunteers as well, but so they're working hand in hand, but Ryan does the program.
Well, y'all do an amazing job at the Cookeville Rescue Mission, and folks, if you think that we don't have homeless people and people that are in need in Putnam County, take your blinders off. The Cookeville Rescue Mission does a great job in helping these folks. I've been down many times and visited, and our church supports you, and we want Putnam County to support you. And we live in a great community, and so everyone, go out, go online, call the rescue mission, set up your time, help them with their bell ringing, look to help them with donations and volunteering. Cookeville Rescue Mission. I want to thank Bruce and Luke, both of you, for being on the show this morning. I'll be always talking to the elected officials. We're going to be helping you out and help you to do some of the bell ringing. So thank you for being here this morning. You're listening to Today in Putnam County on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. I'm Randy Porter, your host. Stay with us. You don't want to miss our next segment on the Cookeville Christmas Parade. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Today in Putnam County. I'm your host, County Executive Randy Porter. Hope you're having a great Saturday morning as you run off all that Thanksgiving turkey. Here to entertain you and inform you this Saturday morning, so here we go. I'm excited to welcome my guest this morning, part of the Cookeville Christmas Parade. These guys work in the background. They're the magicians that are behind the scenes, making sure the parade is always wonderful. Jeannie Spurlock with the Chamber, Tracy Hughes, who I call Miss Snowball from Pelican, and Mr. Darren Wilson, who is one of our county commissioners and also a realtor with Realty Firm here in Cookeville. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
I always think it's amazing at our volunteerism that we have in Putnam County. Each one of you all have your own full-time jobs, yet you're willing to volunteer year after year to make sure that the Christmas parade is put on, and y'all do a great job. It's difficult though, isn't it? Darren, I always call you Mr. Christmas. So I'm gonna ask you, how many days is it till Christmas?
Well, there's 30 days from today.
30 days to
Yeah,
today.
right.
Hey, you start counting right after Christmas.
Yeah, it'll be
and
364 on the day after, we start counting down on December 26th for the next year.
every time I see Darren, he always knows how many days it is to Christmas. That's his favorite holiday. But Darren, you have a full-time job, and you've been working several years with the parade committee. How do you make the time?
Well, I love it. First of all, I've been doing this for 10 years with the chamber, and I've loved every second. It's a challenge every year to come up when they come up with the theme, when they come up with the logistics, and it's interesting to see behind the scenes and how that stuff works. The traffic flow, the setting up. It's so much more detailed than everyone thinks.
I don't think anyone has a
Has
clue
no
at all
idea.
the work that goes on to put on a parade the size of the one that's in Cookeville. Last year, of course, we celebrated 175th anniversary was our theme, and what, about 115, 120 entries, and we're hoping to have that many or more this year. Jeannie, talk to us a little bit about the date of the parade and the theme and so forth.
Sure. The parade is going to be Saturday, December the 8th at 6 p.m. We're not going to talk about rain, but if it rains, it'll be Monday, December 10th at 6:30 p.m. Tracy and I will be out there setting up and getting cones on the road and getting everybody lined up from about 3 o'clock on that day till the parade time. So we're looking forward to it. Getting ready to go.
Talk a little bit about the prize money. I know it's increased this year. We're over
Yes.
3,000. Is that
We're
right?
at $3,300 total in
Wow.
prize money. So there are 8 or 9 different categories. We added storefronts along the route this year. There is a $300 prize for the best decorated storefront. And if you're interested in doing that, we have a form we need you to fill out and get back to us. There's still time. And then there are all the other categories, the banks, the schools, the nonprofits, and they're all $300 prizes. The grand prize overall, the very best entry overall, is a $1,000 grand prize.
Wow. You know, for a nonprofit or for an organization or club, to get $1,000 for an entry in the parade, that's huge. So I hope everyone will put an entry into the parade, and it's a great thing for the children. And I know that's why we all do it. Is for the children, and to see that look in their eyes as those floats go by and the entries and the bands and Santa Claus and everything. It's all about that, and we've been blessed in our community for many years now to have a great parade each year in Cookeville, and so I know that's why we all do it. Tracy, you're dealing with the logistics in the background and making sure all these floats and everything is meeting with those guys and gals and making sure that you know the sizes and what we're going to say on TV about them and everything. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, Randy, that is a work that takes a lot of diligence to make sure that we have the parade lined up well. We like to space out entries so that the crowd and the spectators can enjoy the parade and have a wide variety of entries as they watch the parade. As Jenny stated earlier, her and I meet about 1 o'clock on that Saturday and start marking off the parade route. And if you live along the parade route, you've probably witnessed that in the past. And so we mark the road off, and then we start lining up entries and closing the roads about 4 o'clock on that Saturday. And then the parade entries start lining up, and it's a lot of fun. I believe everybody that I talk to who has put an entry in the past just has a blast as an organization, a nonprofit, putting their parade float together and really making it an annual event that their participants, their committee members, their organization members can participate in and have a lot of fun in doing that. And Last year we were blessed with a little bit of light
We had
snow.
snow last year,
that
didn't we?
really made it festive and fun.
Darren, you
and
ordered that, right?
It was
the
cold.
snow?
Yeah, I
Darren
prayed for it.
ordered
Yeah,
that for us.
it's on order this year too. So.
Thank you, Darren. And so that made it a lot of fun. The kids seemed to really enjoy it, and it was a little cold, but that's okay. We have some organizations this year, I believe, who are going to pass out
Yes.
some hot chocolate. So
Be at the courthouse, I know, and possibly some of the other churches that will be doing that. Talk a little bit about the parade route. Same route I think we've used for many years, but starts on Washington.
it does. It'll start at Washington and 6th Street, and it will follow south on Washington up to Broad, and then we will head west on Broad and finish up at the depot.
At the depot. Darren, you help with Tracy and all this. A lot of organization goes into making sure that the floats are in the right order and everybody's where they're supposed to be. That seems like chaos almost, trying to get the 100 and something entries in the same place.
Well, with the right leadership, and they've done such an amazing job, I like to call it controlled chaos.
Yeah.
You know, the side roads that are they divvied out with the police department, they've got it blocked off, and so each of these floats, you know, one of the things is the length of the float is a huge thing. So if we've got some that maybe like particularly the Jeep Club, I think they had 30 entries last year.
Yeah, it was awesome. They did
And
so
it was
good.
amazing to have them in there, but the space to make sure that they have space to
All
park
those-
on the road,
yes.
to put them where so everybody can be in. And I think everybody works together. Everybody's got the same end result to have an amazing parade.
And we just hope that all of our travelers and motorists coming through Cookeville will have some patience during that time and have a great parade. Let's talk a little bit about in the last couple of minutes the theme is a storybook Christmas.
It is.
And Jeannie, talk a little bit about how folks can enter the parade and what they need to do if they want to put an entry in the parade.
Absolutely. We have all kinds of links. You can, there is a link on the Cookeville Chamber page, the Facebook page. Randy has a link on his Putnam County page. I believe Mayor Shelton has a link on his City of Cookeville page. But if you just want to email that to me, you can email it to me at jspurlock@cookvillechamber.com. I'll get it that way. You can bring it by the chamber. Just get it into us before the deadline. We did extend our deadline. It is going to be Monday, November 26th. But the sooner you can get those to us, the better, because Tracy has lots of work to do to get those people lined up and in order. So get it to us as soon as you can. But still lots of time to enter. And they're coming in like crazy today, Randy. So we've got a lot of entries coming in today.
That's great. We want to have as many entries as possible and make it a great parade. I know we've got bands and floats and everything coming up. We're doing candy again this year.
Yes, we are doing candy, and we've asked participants, the entries, a lot of the entries will be on vehicles. We've asked them to throw that to the side of the road at the feet of the children, of course. And then we have a lot of people who are actually going to have their volunteers walk alongside their entries and hand the candy to the children, which is our
what
preferred.
we prefer.
Yes, our
We
preferred
don't want them
method,
throwing
yes.
candy at the kids, but we want them
Right,
to.
exactly.
So the parade is December the 8th at 6 p.m. It's on a Saturday night. We hope everyone will come out and enjoy it. We need to talk a little bit about the 278th.
Yes.
This parade is in honor of the 278th, which is deployed right now in Poland, and we want the families to come. We're going to give a special invitation to the families to come and sit in the bleachers that we're going to set up at the courthouse.
Yes, if you are a family member of the 278th or know family members of the 278th, be sure that you reach out to them and know that they are invited to be the special guest in the 200 bleacher seats. And we have a red Santa hat for every one of you.
Special Santa hats this year for the 278th family, so I hope they'll come out. Guys, thank you for coming today. Thank you for all the hard work that you do in putting on the Cookeville Christmas Parade. You're listening to Today in Putnam County on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. I'm Randy Porter, your host. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Today in Putnam County. I'm your host, Randy Porter. I want to thank my guests this morning for being here, Tracy and Darren and Jenny, the organizers of the Cookeville Christmas Parade. I want to remind everyone too, we have a special thing this year where we're supporting the 278th in the Christmas Parade, and it's called RED, which is Remembering Everyone Deployed. So invite everyone that's going to come out to the Christmas Parade on December the 8th at 6 to wear red. We also want to thank First National Bank for being our primary sponsor for the Cookeville Putnam County Christmas Parade this year. Also want to thank Bruce Bailey and Luke Eldridge with the Cookeville Rescue Mission. Sign up to help them and volunteer as they do their bell ringing fundraiser at multiple locations around Cookeville during the Christmas season. It's now time for a segment of our show, What's Happening, the part of the show where I keep you informed on some of the special events that are going on in Putnam County. Already going on until December the 7th, it's the second annual Festival of Trees at the Quality Inn on South Jefferson Avenue. Remember that on December the 7th, all the trees will be auctioned off and all the proceeds will go to Camp Discovery in Gainesboro. Special Christmas concert at the Washington Avenue Baptist Church on November the 26th at 7 p.m. The Mark Trammell Quartet will be there, and I'm sure that'll be a great time. On November the 29th at 5 p.m., Felicity's Christmas Concert at the Peachtree Learning Center here in Cookeville. It's a benefit for the Dolly Stone family. Please go out and support that fundraiser. Then the Christmas parade start November the 30th, the Baxter Christmas Parade in Baxter City. Go out and support them. Then on December the 1st, the Monterey Christmas Parade happens in Monterey. We move then to Sunday, December the 2nd, where we have our annual Christmas in the Park at the Dogwood Park. It's our annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony. It's a great time. Come out and join us for that. December the 7th, the All Good Christmas Parade in All Good City. And then on December 8th, the finale, which is our Cookeville Putnam County Christmas Parade, will start at 6 p.m. running from North Washington all the way down Broad Street to the depot. If you're interested in entering that parade, please call the Cookeville Putnam County Chamber. Also, December 1st, the annual Christmas Bazaar at the Heavenly Host Church here on South Willow, just down from the radio station. Lots of vendors and crafts that will run from 8 a.m. till 12:30 that day on Saturday. All of the proceeds go to support the Heavenly Host School. Then on December the 8th, the Miss Upper Cumberland Beauty Pageant at the Putnam County Veterans Building on East Spring. That'll be a great time from 2:30 to 6:30. If you have an entry, contact them, and all these events are listed on my Facebook page, Putnam County, Tennessee. So please go out and check those out and support them.